Alright everybody, my name is Civilian Tactics and welcome on into some Shadow Project. Or rather, welcome on into the demo for Shadow Project. This is only the demo. But I have played a little bit of this game already. Excuse me. And the game is really good in its current stage. Now we're not going to hit. We're not going to go for continue. I was playing it last night to make sure that everything, everything worked. But yeah, we're going to go for a new game. Now, I will keep my thoughts on the demo for the end section of the video. I don't know how long the demo is going to take, but still.
In the wake of World War II and the revelation of German scientists' experiments on human subjects, the most powerful nations of the world came together to develop the Nuremberg Code, attempting to establish a set of guidelines for the future of scientific experiments involving human beings. Soon after the establishment of the code, the United States and the Soviet Union became entangled in a bitter Cold War, with both nations attempting to prove their political and military dominance over each other. A heated arms race quickly ensued, and once again the boundaries of human ethics were pushed further towards the abyss. As the Soviet Union began to dissolve in the late 1980s, the Soviet Army embraced a desperate plan of action and embarked on a monstrous new weapons program. Shadow Project. The program was conducted entirely in secret, away from the eyes of the Soviet people and the international community, until eventually rumors began to circulate of large groups of people disappearing and horrible human-like creatures being seen in remote regions of the Soviet Union. Following a credible report from a Soviet defector in May of 1990, the United States sent a small team from the CIA Special Operations Group to Neobiki Forest in Belarus to investigate claims that the Soviets were conducting horrific experiments.
Okay. Now I know that cutscene the music was louder than the actual voice. But do remember guys, this is a demo. So that'll probably be fixed well before the main game comes out. Because currently my sound settings are set so that sound effects are over music. So music's way down. So it should be enough to provide a teeny bit of background noise, but not enough to be hammered if it is copyrighted or not. I don't know if it is, but I'm not taking the chance. Okay. Eliminate him. Now, it did say that a small team was dispatched, and obviously I'm the only one here right now. But, ooh, didn't notice the ammo though. As you can see, if you check the back of the truck, completely empty, so I'm all alone right now. But, it's not too bad. Oh, my graphics settings reset, one moment. Oh no, they're all in medium. What? Oh, global elimination was turned on. I think that's what could have been killing my my frame rate. Yeah, it was. My FPS was down at 20 there. Okay. There we go, that's smoother. Alright, so, as the intro cutscene said, we are here to investigate the Soviets because there's been reports that said Soviets... Oh, wrong button. Which... Nope. I don't remember which button it is to switch your fire mode. Oh, it was B. It was B for Bravo. Okay, I'm gonna go this way. Take this one down. Then these other three I'm gonna have to engage because they two there are too close to each other for me to knife both. Clear. Now, as you guys saw at the start, there is a difficulty option basically. You can choose to either play casual or you can choose to play... Hold on. I need to put that down a bit more. You can choose to either play tactical or you can choose to play casual. Tactical... I've not tried tactical yet, but I'm assuming the tactical option is obviously it's going to be much harder. But we're on casual right now. So from the Nalaboki, I think it's Nalaboki, base memo. Command has ordered that this facility be decommissioned. I nearly said discontinued. There is a reason to believe that Comrade Deriev's recent disappearance may put this location at risk. All organic material above ground should be incinerated. All specimens currently in incubation below ground should be disposed of. Mature specimens in our possession should be arranged to be transported to the Kapova facility. Why the fuck why are these names so fucking hard to pronounce? For continued observation and testing. Special care should be taken with the specimens designated Begamot. These subjects should be heavily sedated before attempting to transport. Vehicle and materials for their transportation should be arriving from Minsk within the next 48 hours. So, if it's only two days away from Minsk, we're pretty... I believe we're pretty near the border in that case. Like near the Soviet border. A base up front. It's guarded by a bunch of fucking Soviets. If you couldn't tell by the tank sitting in the middle of it. Don't worry though, at least in the demo the tank isn't, what do you call it, occupied. If it was, I'd be shaking myself right now. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to swing left. Because I see a personnel gate right there. I'm going to see if I can sneak in this way. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'll probably end up in a firefight anyway, but I can get in this way. Good. If I can at least get in the base without alerting everyone and their fucking grandma, then that's a tiny victory. Okay, there's another one there. Okay, there's probably going to be a big group by that main gate, so I don't want to go there. Also, yes, developers, if you watch this, I mean, they probably fucking won't, but if you watch this, can we get a sort button for the inventory? Obviously, I've not seen what the devs' plans is for, like, the full game of this, so he may already have plans to put a sort button in. But, you know, still nice to ask. Uh oh. Oh boy. Also, apologies for turning off your music, Dev. I don't remember the dev's name, that's why I'm saying Dev instead of a name. I did not hear him. Yeah, I don't remember the developer's name, that's why I'm saying Dev instead of an actual name, but... but yeah, like... Apologies for turning off your... probably hard-worked music. I don't know if that's music that the dev himself created, or if it's music he, like... what do you call it? Bought from a creator, but... either way... ow. I don't want to risk my channel. Oh, I do have extra bandages. Shit. There's another one far left. God damn it. He's down. Okay, I'm gonna pop on our reload. A6 ammo remaining. For the rifle at least. And when I say 86, I'm looking at these two, not what's in the actual gun itself. Nice, got a medkit. There's two far right. Three far right. Did I just see one? No. I thought I seen one at the back of the truck there. Oh, I did fucking see one at the back of the truck. Okay, I know the audio might go a bit over me, but I need to put the audio up. Again, I know that the audio might go over the top of me, but I need to be able to actually hear where these dudes are. Okay. A Molotov cocktail, that'll come in handy. Mollies are always handy to carry with you. Adrenaline shot. I still don't know what that adrenaline shot's for. Frag grenade. Does it say on the actual adrenaline shot what it's for? No. I thought I got him. When I say I thought I got him, what I mean is, oh no, wait a minute. I can't go that way. When I seen him like move forward to crouch, I thought he went down. Anything useful in here? Not from the looks of things. Bandage, PPSH, yeah. Not a great deal of items, but I suppose as the old saying goes, anything's better than nothing. Alright. I'm just gonna reload both my gear. For some reason my fucking handgun is missing bullets, even though I didn't use it. Oh well, then again, I mean, you know, we didn't get an entry cutscene, so And when I say an entry cutscene, I mean like a cutscene showing us coming into the area. So our job is to pretty much find and eliminate like the experiments, find proof of what the Soviets are up to, and that sort of thing. Let me just grab these real quick. And we can go down here. The one thing I genuinely love, like, so far with this game, is just how nice the pacing feels. You know, it's not too fast-paced, but it's fast-paced enough that, like, you wouldn't get bored, basically. Now, what fire mode is this in? Ow. This is one of the experiments. There's one left. Clear. In case anybody knows how, asks how I know we're clear, these things make noise. This was the team sent down to contain those things. Why can't I? There we go. Pickup detection didn't want to work for that. But yeah, this was the team that was sent down to pick up or to contain those fucking freak shows. Jesus. Kind of funny how 5 or 6 Russians got wiped out by those things. I'm on my own and I took every one of them down. The nice thing, however, is that it appears to be that the game allows you to save and quit. So, like for instance, if I'm not going to do it, but if I was to hit quit now, and we went back to the main menu, it would say up top, continue. And it just, I don't know if it continues you from where you quit, or if it continues you from like a point just before it. That's that little section of cave wiped out, or cleared out, sorry. Now, for the main attraction. This is the main cave. And there we go, we're back at the entrance. And here we have it. The entrance to the next area. But yeah, like I said, guys, you know, demos don't usually grip me that much because, you know, normally you play a demo and it's that fucking janky, or it's that, you know, it's that boring or something like that, that, you know, you just don't want to, you just end up going like, oh no, this demo's crap, I'm not going to bother with it or bother with the main game. But like, no, with this demo, I'm genuinely loving it. And the fact that this is just a demo as well. And here we have it. The underground base. So, the objective is to follow this, the cable. And I'm going to go explore. Okay, we got ammo and we got readable. Oh, for fuck's sake. Phase 1. We're happy to report the success of the first series of experiments in our new shared endeavour. We have now established a viable baseline process for all future projects, and are continuing to broaden our understanding of what Shadow Project will accomplish on behalf of our great nation. Alright, you linballs. We began by increasing the levels of hormone IGF-1 responsible for regulating bone and tissue growth in both canines and humans. Viability of this procedure was quickly established on the first series of canine subjects, which generally responded quite well to the enhancements, with a successful uptake of the hormone established at 78% of the initial, or of all initial test subjects. The second of our experiments was designed to increase aggression of those canine subjects who had successfully adapted to the increase of the IGF-1 hormone. This was achieved by forced mutation of the MAO-A gene using ionizing radiation. Successful mutation occurred in only 43% of subjects, resulting in a total viability of 33.54% of our original testing population. As a result of these tests, all canine subjects experienced a range of unexpected reactions. The most common being congenital hair loss, essentially. I'm not even going to try and pronounce that hypo term. An immune-mediated retinal detachment. Oh, blindness. Why don't you just put fucking hair loss and... Well, I did put hair loss and blindness, but... I mean, let's just put that for a thing instead of bloody scientific mumbo-jumbo. These subjects are henceforth referred to as Phase 1 subjects. Well, that was a brain fart for a freaking soldier to read. Alright. Continuing on. You're both down. Alright. Now, cable leads that way, so let's check up here first. Oh, we got a light up ahead. Let's switch mine off just in case there's any Soviets. Huh. It's just a work light. Okay, we got some type of sleeping area, medical area. Looks like medical. Makeshift medic beds. Or a makeshift, what do you call it, field hospital. Oh. Alright. So that just loops round on itself. Let's see, how far are we in recording? 32 minutes. That might be a good idea, or a good like stopping off point for this video. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, I hope you liked. If you did, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe and turn on notifications so you can stay up to date when I do inevitably post my videos. But yeah, so far, closing thoughts on the demo. So far, really fucking enjoying it. I am hugely enjoying this demo. Now, like I said at the very start, I have played all the way up to the first boss. I had to force myself to stop playing last night, otherwise it was going to be fuck all new for me to see in this video, on the upcoming videos. So yeah, really addicting gameplay. Again, you know, the guns sound a wee bit flat. They don't have like the kind of beefiness behind them that you'd expect. You know, just wee silly things, you know, like sometimes the bad guys can take, you know, multiple bullets to actually put down. I did notice that there is like a little weapon inertia, so that's probably why the bad guys took a couple of bullets, is because I was just missing them last night. But yeah, so far the only like complaint I have with the game is that, yeah, like the guns just don't sound as beefy as they should. But then again, you know, like I said, it is a fucking demo, so I'm more expecting that, like, when, or not expecting, but I'd more think of that when, you know, the actual full game comes out, you know, the guns will probably sound better, the voices will probably be better, you know, the story will be better, all that kind of thing. But I really fucking hope that the dev takes his time with this game. He's got a solid shooter already, and that's just in its demo form. He's got a solid survival horror shooter just the way it is. So I really hope that the dev team, I don't know how many devs is working on this, just take their time, with the game, and just, even if you have to delay the fucking game, even if you have to delay it from its launch date to make sure it's like completely finished and there's no issues with it, absolutely do that. I would definitely say that you don't rush the damn game, and people should just learn to be fucking patient for a game, instead of expecting it to be rushed and then end up getting a pile of shite. But yeah, that's going to be it from this video, guys. Again, all the criticism right now is, of course, just up from the start to where we are now, or the closing thoughts, I should say. For next video, the closing thoughts will be from this spot up to the boss, and then I think there's an area past the boss you can also do in the demo. So yeah, if there is, then closing thoughts for that video for the third video will be for that area. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Until next time, stay safe, much love.